Hey guys, or Professor since I know you're seeing this, and welcome to a more personal video about a day in the life of a collegiate esports player. So this video will be pretty much a step-by-step of how my day goes on game days, and right away, my morning starts with waking up and saying hi to my cats. Next, I take out my retainer and go downstairs to feed my cats. Then I go ahead and start to feed myself by making a cinnamon swirl bagel, which I have been in love with recently, because it is just super good and I'm just overall not the biggest fan of eating breakfast, so it allows me to enjoy some food before heading out the house for the day. After that, I fill my water bottle up with ice and water, because hydration is super necessary for college and also with gaming. And then my bagel is ready and I go to absolute town on it. Then I go back up and shower and put on cologne and deodorant. Show off my fit for the day, and then do the little hair that I have since going bald 3 months ago. Next, I brush my teeth and put my controller in my bag. Wrapping up my morning routine, I put on my bracelet and shell necklace since my cross one broke. Put my shoes on and head out of the house and get ready to take off for my day.
Yeah, my phone. Still recording.
Firstly, when I get to school, I meet up with Keegan, and we walk to our first class together, which is English, and this class is actually the reason for this video. Once we get out, we go to the very small quad that our college has to play frisbee and enjoy the weather and the sun. This weather is super enjoyable right now because it isn't so hot for you guys to sweat, but also nice enough to be outside at the first place. Once we play some frisbee, I go to psychology, and I have been enjoying this class way more than I thought because I've never taken a psych class before. Once I get dismissed, I go to the subway on campus to get some lunch to fuel me for the rest of the day. Today was funny though because I ran into my teammate Adam while I was getting food, so we kind of just hung out for the next couple of hours before I had to go to my next class. We had been teammates for about 10-ish months, and it has been such a fun time to be with him because he is such a good friend and a fun teammate to have. Following lunch, we went to the fitness and recreation center to work on homework because I have an hour gap between my lunch and my last class. But since I did not have a lot of homework to do, we met up with our coach and we went to the arena and played for like 45 minutes. Since Adam's computer was being difficult half the time we were there, I was just in free play, which I believe is one of the best ways to get better at Rocket League. Then eventually we were able to start playing and we ended up going 1-1 in competitive, which isn't awful. To wrap up my class schedule, I go to my last class of the day, which is humanities, and it has been super appealing to me. I didn't realize how sophisticated I could push my brain until I took that class, and it has been very interesting to learn about. As a reward for completing my class schedule for the day, I reward myself by going to the gym and getting a quick lift in. Now for the main part of the vlog, the game time routine. So today was special because the athletic director was coming in to watch our first game. I had to speedrun my workout due to being on a time crunch and wanting to play to the best of my ability to impress him with my skill, and it was totally worth it because we ended up winning 2-0 and being 13-2 in goals, which is absolutely crazy. Following our impressive first game, for the second game we ended up winning 2-0 again, and then following that we won 2-0 again. Our match day today was super impressive for us because we were able to beat a couple of really solid teams with our teamwork and without really breaking a sweat. In between all these games we would play ranked just to keep the mechanics and passes flowing. Since I have some footage of us playing together really quickly, I wanted to highlight the reason I'm making this video. In my English class we are currently talking about the idea and importance of our adventures in our everyday lives. Personally, I believe that adventures are things that we do in our everyday lives that we can obtain a memory from. For example, going to school and talking with friends, going to work, and even something as simple as walking your dog. The mundane things that I do every day and that you have seen in this vlog, I personally think I have taken these for granted. Looking back at this project, I never thought how lucky I was to be able to go to college or have the stuff that I have. We read an essay in class called On Having Adventures by Nancy Mears, and in this essay the main character suffers a brain tumor which causes her to appreciate every mundane thing she does. In the essay, she says, "Nearly 10 years ago, I was told that I had a brain tumor, and this experience, I think, changed my relationship to adventure forever." And a couple sentences later, she says, "Each morning that I wake up, that I get out of bed, is a fresh event, something that I might not have had." For me, the clinical moment in my life was my soccer trip to Jamaica the summer before my sophomore year of high school. This trip opened my eyes in many ways, but something that stood out to me was the fact that the kids, parents, teachers, etc. were all so kind and super willing to share their thoughts and experiences with living in a situation that was not super wealthy or rewarding. The experiences I gained on this trip widened my perspective on being more humble, generous, and grateful. In terms of where I am now, a huge part of why I'm a collegiate esports player is due to my coaches and teammates who have encouraged me to keep going. There have been numerous times where I've wanted to quit, give up, and not touch the game completely, but these people have kept me going, and now I'm going to college on a full-ride scholarship just for being good at a video game.
Nice! Alright, we need that one. I'm so stupid gonna reach out.
Now that the games are done, we went out for a celebratory McDonald's run, and then I got back home after a long day of classes as well as success in our matches for the day. When I do get inside, normally I plan a snack and watch some YouTube before doing homework if I have any. For today, my homework was working on this video that you are watching, which has been one of my favorite assignments that I've had to do. After completing the assignments, I brush my teeth and play some games on my phone, and then I conclude my day as a collegiate esports player.